Hey guys, it's Anthony from Australian Survivalism. Today I'm going to do some test vids on the SCHRADE SCHF52. I don't have any specs with me today, but when I get home I'll turn the camera back on. It does have a forward finger choil, has some nice jimping, has some TP handle. Now, the one thing I've found wrong with this knife so far is when you squeeze the blade. Okay, it's not doing it. But it was loose in the centre here, and I tightened the screws up in the handle. That still didn't help it. But the grip is rubberised and it's comfortable. Came with a sharp edge. Now today we're going to do some batoning, chopping, tip testing, which involves prying, and we're going to do some carving and some scraping with the back of the spine. Now, it came with a nylon sheath, and it's got a pouch in the front that came with a sharpening stone and a ferrocerium rod. Now we're just going to do some chopping on this log. That has made a fairly decent mark in that. Let's take some nice chunks out. Now we're just going to do a little bit of testing on the tip. That was a bit of a hard one. Now the tip is nice and straight still. Come show you that. Move the camera up. Nice and straight. Now I'll just get a stick here. Flies, mosquitoes everywhere, it's terrible. Now I'll just do some push cuts. This pine is a little bit green still. Found it on the ground on my way in. Oh, it's hot today. I'm sweating like a pig. Okay, you can see it does nice, clean chunks. Now I'll show you the spine. As you can see, the spine is sharp, and that'd be very good for striking a ferro rod. But the one that comes with the sheath, it already comes with a striker. I'll show you those two items right now. This is the ferro rod. Here's a striker. And here's sharpening stone. Now if you were lost in the woods with just this, you'd have a fair chance of surviving. One, you got your fire, cutting tool. Then you also got an implement to sharpen your knife. But I like to put my own little kits in there, so I'm going to add some tinder in that. I'm going to see if I can somehow get another little pouch hanging off here. I have the SCHRADE SCHF52 which has the micarta scales as well. It's in my pack right now. I'll pull that out later and I'll show you that. I also have the SCHF51, which is a smaller version of this. I also have the SCHF51M, which is micarta again. And I'm also testing out the SCHRADE Gurkha Kukri. And I'll see if I can spin the camera over here. Sorry if that makes you dizzy. Now in there is a whole bunch of fern bracken. So in there is where I'm going to test out the machete. You can use that stuff for bed installation or for leafing on a roof of a shelter. Okay guys, there's a SCHRADE SCHF51M, the far left, then the SCHF51, then the SCHF52M, and the SCHF52. I'll give you a close up. That's the one that's got the micarta on it. Very grippy handle. I'm going to test them out a little bit today. Not going to do too much with them. I don't need to, because the performance with the 52, it was going good. So the only difference with that would be the handle. So I'm just going to see if there's any hot spots in the handle or not. Same with the smaller version. Now they're the sheaths. The sheath for the 52 is still on me. They all come with the sharpening stone and the ferrocerium rod. Okay guys, I'm just going to test out SCHRADE SCHF52M. Just going to do it on the same log as we did with the last one. The handle is very comfortable. I'm already noticing a hot spot in the handle is on the edges of the micarta. It's just pointy, and it's just digging into my thumb here and along the edges of my fingers. But it is micarta, you can sand it down. Okay, even on the jimping, it's got a hot spot there. My hand just keeps slipping off to the side and just keeps catching on the edge. The jimping isn't showing much. Just give you a close up. Jimping isn't sticking up. I'll show you the black one. With that you can see the jimping. Okay. Other than that, it's chopping well. Okay, well, that was the only thing. That was the only problem I found with that, was just the handle. It did give more traction, but the edges on it also were digging in, which was no good. But I do recommend buying the SCHF52 and the 52M. You can easily sand that down, so that's pretty much no problem really. But that's just to my hands. It could be different to anyone else, and it could just be this knife that's doing it as well. But thank you guys for watching, and just remember, knowledge is key to survival. Okay guys, I'm back home with the SCHRADE SCHF52. We're gonna baton this piece of wood. That's a little bit too big. Now I'm just going to get a baton. Seeing the diameter of this wood's too wide for the blade, we're just going to take chips out from the side. That's going through fairly well. So the finish is holding up fairly well there. Hope you can see that. Okay guys, so I didn't have the specs out in the woods. I'm here at home and I'll just tell you now. The blade length is 7.4 inches. The handle length is 5.95 inches. The overall length is nearly 13 inches and the weight is 1 pound. Now, would I recommend this knife? I most definitely would. The tip held up strong. The finish was holding up. It chopped well. It felt comfortable in the hand. It was a lot better than the SCHRADE SCHF52, I believe it was. It is a look of the sheath. It's a nylon sheath, has a pouch, and in that pouch comes a SCHRADE sharpening stone and a ferrocerium rod with a striker. Now the spine of this knife is sharp enough to strike the ferro rod, but I don't really believe that you really need to use a spine to do that when you just have a striker right there. And most ferro rods you buy come with a striker, so there's really no use of hitting it up against the back of the spine. But with the front pouch you can also modify it to have a survival kit for yourself. You don't necessarily need to use this, but I reckon having a sharpening implement in the woods is a good thing to have, and also a ferro rod to stay in your pouch is also another good thing to have. Now it does have 2 lanyard holes on the front of the sheath strapped to your leg. The belt loop is velcro and you don't need to take your belt off just to put it on. You can just snap it, put it on, velcro back up. Thank you guys for watching, and just remember, knowledge is key to survival.